Welcome everyone to the beach at Entebbe, less than 1 kilometer away from the old airport terminal where the greatest hostage rescue operation of all time took place. The original rescue plan was for Commandos to land right here in the lake and then take rubber boats to make it to the airport. But one of the reasons they scrapped that idea was because they heard there are crocodiles in Lake Victoria. Anyway, still, here we are at this beach, Aero Beach. It's got some insane old airplanes, which is what gives it its name. As for the rescue operation, well, that happened almost 50 years ago, 1976, after the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine kidnapped or hijacked an Air France flight to Israel when it was in a layover in Athens, diverting the flight over here to the airport in Entebbe, where Idi Amin gave them a warm welcome. So Israel put together a hostage rescue operation led by this man over here. They have a statue of him. His name is Yoni, or Jonathan Netanyahu. If that name sounds familiar to you, well, that's because he is the older brother of the current Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Sandwiched between these lions, Edward Mutesa, former president of Uganda. Over here, Mr. Mahatma Gandhi, the great independence leader of India. And this guy, well, I don't know who he is, but he must be somebody important. I believe this is supposed to be Queen Elizabeth. Statues are cool, but they're not so similar to the actual people. Anyway, the rescue operation was launched after the hijackers demanded a bunch of money and the release of many Palestinian prisoners. Familiar scenario, no? They separated the Jewish passengers, not just the Israeli ones, the Jewish ones, from the rest, held them at the old Entebbe terminal, while the Israeli commandos embarked on a 4,000-kilometer journey to the Entebbe airport, using aircraft probably, maybe similar to these old aircraft, Lockheed transport vehicles that could not make the 4,000-kilometer operation, so they had to stop in Kenya on the way to make it all the way here to Entebbe in the outskirts of the capital, Kampala. Well, some people say that one of these planes is the original aircraft that was hijacked, but that's just an urban legend. In any case, this is the story of Entebbe. And here I am, an Israeli in Entebbe, almost 50 years after those fateful events. You come from Entebbe? Ah, where are you from?
Uganda.
Where is it? It's far. It's not next to Kampala or something.
Next to Kampala.
Ah, next to Kampala. Okay. Yeah. So this beach is like a known beach, Aero Beach.
This is Aero Beach. What from where?
From Israel.
Israel.
Yeah.
Just you have come just to Uganda.
Okay. Wow. Thank you, brother. Enjoy.
Okay, sir.
Enjoy your vacation. Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. Here he is. Inside an Africa frame. Most famous guy on the continent, one of them. This is the owner of the park, Mr. Cornelius.
Yeah.
He's invited me here for coffee. And you come from which part of Uganda? Karamoja.
Yeah.
It's eastern Uganda?
Eh?
Northeastern.
Northeastern.
Northeastern Uganda.
Yeah.
Eh. An area which is 10% of Uganda. It was reserved for to be a state of Israel.
Yeah. The Uganda plan, the famous Uganda plan.
Uganda plan.
Right.
Nobody was allowed. It was closed district. Nobody is allowed to go there.
Yeah.
You go there only on a special permit.
If I know my history correctly, then it was this plan
For agriculture, that's the place.
was put forward in 1903 And for a couple of years they discussed it, but then they decide it was not just the Jewish people and the British also who said, oh, you know, we cannot allow you to come here. What made you build this park? Why did you decide to build this park?
That's why I want you to come in and work. We work together. I'm now 85. I want my brothers,
You want to employ me, huh?
the serious Jews,
Yeah.
not to employ. Come as an investor, not
Investor,
an employee,
yeah.
the owner.
Well, I will show it.
Get our brothers who have money to come and invest here.
What can you tell me about the Entebbe airport operation?
Eh?
You know, in 1976,
Yeah.
there was Entebbe raid.
Raid on Entebbe. Yes.
You have here the statue, huh?
Yeah. You see, Entebbe raid. You see, that's why I'm keeping all what was destroyed there. A suicide mission.
Right.
To come, blow all the planes which were there, so that the government cannot order to follow the
So some of these were the planes that were at the airport that the Israelis destroyed.
Some all lie here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, because I know for example, they blew up the MiGs so that the Ugandans could not chase in the Russian MiG aircraft. They could not chase the hostages after they were rescued from the airport. They could not chase them. You know?
Yeah, they are here.
Wow.
I'm keeping all of them.
Nice. How did you get hold of them?
Eh?
How did you get them? These planes? You got them how?
I am a Jew.
Okay.
I am a Jew.
So they had this sign here
Yeah.
commemorating the operation. Now, for some reason, they have removed it.
The sunshine, you know, it faded.
Oh,
It was plastic.
Right.
It was a banner.
yeah. So the guy's saying here that it's peeled away because of the rain and the environment.
Yeah.
But yeah, they remember here the Entebbe operation at Aero Park. So our friend Cornelius, he's taking me into his office here. They have here, you see all these pictures of meetings, things that happened. See, here he is. I think was at the Miss Tourism of Uganda. The royal family, the Kabaka, and so forth. Aero Beach, Entebbe. But there is an actually better memorial sign that still stands that I hope to make it to in this video. Cornelius is telling a story here of the Jews of Africa, that they came down the Nile from Egypt, went to Ethiopia. That's how the Jews of Ethiopia started. And then down to Kenya and Uganda, where you have some of these Jewish communities. This is some of the stories and legends that are circulating here in this part of Africa regarding the African Jews.
Yeah.
When did you put up the statue of Yonatan Netanyahu, the commander of the Israeli forces?
I am one of them. I am a Jew.
Yeah.
I am a Jew.
But you have also other statues. You have Mandela. You have.
But the Mandelas, I put them because of the history of.
Right. You like historical figures, though. You like these important historical figures.
Have been fighting for the continent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do they admire Mandela here also?
Eh?
In Uganda, they admire Mandela.
Yes. For liberating Africa.
Yeah.
What he did for Africa.
Yeah.
He's the father of the nation.
So our friend Cornelius here, who owns this place, he says these are some of the aircraft that Israel destroyed at the airport during the operation. Because after they rescued the hostages, and I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit here, they didn't want to be chased down by some of the fighter craft like the MiGs and other aircraft that the Ugandans had there. So they destroyed many of the airplanes that were there at the airport as they made off with the hostages. And well, maybe these are some of those aircraft or maybe not. They do look a little bit old though, as you can see. Made it out of Aero Beach. And look, it's parts of the airport over there. So this is the road leading to the airport. You can see over here some older airplanes, and there's a strip here that's still operational. And over there, look, that is the old observation tower of the old Entebbe airport. That is where the firefight took place between the Israeli commandos and the Ugandan soldiers that were working at the airport. under the orders of Idi Amin to help protect the hostages. The Israeli commandos landed at this airstrip, got out of the planes, rushed to the terminal where the hostages were being held, and then the Ugandan soldiers opened fire on them. And that is the observation tower. Again, we can see it from another angle. And there are bullet holes also inside the tower that you can still observe from the firefight that took place. Some 45 Ugandan soldiers were killed, and you can call them perhaps also a type of casualty of this operation, because it wasn't really their war that they were fighting, right? They were sort of enlisted by Amin, who was enlisted to a certain extent by the terrorists to help protect them from a potential Israeli operation to rescue the hostages, which is what happened in the end. All right, we have enlisted a Ugandan Boda driver to discover some more parts here of Entebbe. This is the Tanzanian cannon, huh? Tanzanian. When Tanzania came here and invaded, deposing Idi Amin, they left behind that cannon that we saw. It's like a famous landmark over here. Well, these are the streets of Entebbe. It's a lot more relaxed than Kampala. We're near the beachfront here. Look at all these kids back there coming back from school in their uniforms, walking so orderly. Why are you walking in the ditch? It's the ditch, the sewage. Ah, look how clean the sewage is over here. Victoria Mall, next to Lake Victoria. It's like that fancy mall of Entebbe. You see all the travelers. Look at all the Muzungos, all the white people here. This is where they come. America. America.
Yes, I love
Right.
America.
Ah, look, there's a market over here. What can I get in this market?
Anything you can get from there.
But good price or like
It's good price.
traveler price? Muzungo price or local price?
Local price.
Local price?
Yes, this is Uganda.
You sure? I don't know. Okay, well, so we can take a
Yes,
look at the
Uganda.
market. All right, thank you, brother. Damn, every time I cross the street here in Uganda, I forget that they're driving on the left side. I'm always getting confused.
Hello.
Getting run over. How's it going?
Good.
This is a football club in Uganda.
No,
Joma.
China.
In China?
Yes.
China, okay.
What a that one.
Yeah, all right, man. This is all for the tourists. It's for the tourists. Most of the tourists in Kampala, they come to Entebbe. Two faces. Yeah, what does it mean? What does it mean? You- I'm asking. She knows what it means? What does it mean? She doesn't know what it means. Okay. All right. It's antique. Okay. Look at this flag. Why you have this flag? This is Uganda flag.
Yeah, this is the.
But this flag is my flag. Why is it here? Look. It's my flag.
Yeah, because you love your country.
Ah, thank you. This is Entebbe. We share a history in Entebbe.
Yeah,
You know about Entebbe?
yeah, I do.
You know Entebbe operation? What, they teach you this in school or you just know? How do you know?
They just teach us at school.
Ah, they teach you at school?
Yeah.
Okay, you see? So look, this is us. We are friends. Uganda and Israel, always together. But Entebbe, it's nice, huh?
Yeah, it's nice.
You from Entebbe? Or somewhere else you came here?
I study like in Kampala.
Ah, okay, yeah. Kampala though, it's all day traffic,
Yeah,
noise. Entebbe, it's better, no? It's like more relaxed.
yeah.
They have the beach. It's good.
Even in Entebbe there are beaches.
Huh?
Even in Entebbe there are beaches.
Yeah. I prefer Entebbe to Kampala. It's
Okay.
better. Alright guys, if you come to the shop, if you come to the market, you need to go to the shop of
Julie.
Julie.
Yeah.
See? And she even has the flags.
And I give free gifts. You can have this.
Ah, what is this? How much is Uganda band?
It's 15,000.
15,000! It's a lot, Julie! I can't afford 15,000. I have no cash left. I don't know. I'll give you 7,000. 8,000.
For this of Uganda. It still has Uganda.
10,000. 10,000 is good.
Let's make it 13.
10? What?
Please.
13? We've come here to the coast at Entebbe. You don't know what I went through today. I went to the Special Forces commander with a letter, the police, the aviation police, everything. How are you? You good? Look at this beautiful Lake Victoria. To try to get permission to film at the old terminal, at the site of the hostage rescue. But it looks like I failed, so I think that kind of beats up my story a little bit that I wanted to tell. But look at what's going on over here. This is Lake Victoria. I have here some of these boats of the locals. The famous shoebill bird that people come here to see. And sunsets. A story from the hostage taking at the airport. When the kidnappers were separating the Jewish passengers, and not just Israeli passengers, the Jewish passengers from the non-Jewish passengers that they let go, one of the German communist terrorists, his name was Wilfried Bose, took an old man aside, and that man showed him his Auschwitz marker, letters, right, numbers that some of the Holocaust survivors had. How are you doing, man? All good? And he said, I thought you, the new generation, were different from the Nazis. And Wilfried Bose said to him, was insulted, said, no, me, a Nazi? I'm an idealist. Every person out there who does something bad, like, taking hostages from an airplane and exchanging them for terrorists, thinks he's doing something good. Just like the Hamas people now, when they're taking all those hostages in Israel and holding them, including a mother and her, 8-month-old baby and 4-year-old toddler, they think they're doing something good for the cause. Probably some Israelis who do bad things as well think they're doing the right thing for the cause. It's always like that. Almost no evil act is done by a person who thinks he's doing an evil act. They always think they're doing it for the greater good. This is where they go to see the birds?
The birds?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, this is the fishermen?
Just boat from here, then you go where the birds are.
But the people here are going on the boat. They're going to see what? What are they going for?
They're just crossing water transport.
Is this the water transport to get to the other side of Entebbe, like?
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. All right. Well, I see. That's what's going on here.
You would like to go?
Now or no?
No, any other day.
Possibly, maybe I come back tomorrow. What? This is like the famous bird with the big beak.
The
Right?
shoebill.
The shoebill.
Yeah.
The shoebill.
I know where it is even.
They are famous. So you take the boat out here to go see the shoebill.
Yeah.
This way.
You just get the boat from here, get back.
We will see tomorrow, maybe. Local market area they have here.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right, brother. Thank you so much for the information. Giebariko. This is in Lugandan?
Uganda, Jebariko.
Jebariko. It's like the Ugandan Swahili. Lugandan. How do you say your language? Swahili, but it's like your language, right?
It's a local language.
The Lugandan.
Yeah.
Lugandan, yeah?
Uganda.
Lugandan. Okay. I don't know any Lugandan yet, but it's you learn with time. Yeah, brother. Thank you. Asante. You say asante?
Sana.
Sana. Okay. All right. All right. Well, it's getting dark. I can only hope that they will approve my request for tomorrow so that I can show you the old terminal and the monument that's there.
Yes. How are you?
How are you, man?
I have to go down for you.
Huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Meat.
This is a market. What do you sell here in the market?
We sell cassava.
Cassava.
We
It's
sell
part of the local dishes, yeah?
the local dishes.
Ah.
We have everything.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah. I cannot cook. I don't have a kitchen.
Cook. What?
Where am I gonna cook this?
Teach you how to.
Okay. But my hotel doesn't have a kitchen to cook.
Eh.
I don't have.
You give it to
Keep it in the hotel.
for you.
Okay.
You give it to neighbors for you.
All right. Yeah, well,
Don't you have neighbors?
I don't have. I just have small hotel room, no kitchen.
I thought that
You know?
sleeping
Yeah.
there.
No. I'm at a motel over here. Haber Motel.
2,000 there.
2,000?
Yeah.
2,000?
Yeah.
What, for this? For
Just for me.
just for you?
Just for me.
Just like a contribution?
Yeah.
I don't have.
Okay.
Here he lives. All right, thank you, bro. Thank you for the explanation. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. People in Entebbe, they're very nice. They are very nice. Can't complain. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna fly out of Uganda after 3 months in East Africa. And hopefully I get to see the old terminal, not just the new terminal that they built next to it, which is where all the flights now are leaving this country. Old terminal, it's like VIP. They have some military site there or something like that. That's why it's so hard to go visit. This guy is admitting that he's giving me Mzungu price.
Yeah, Mzungu price. No,
Mzungu price is 3K.
No, Mzungu price.
Local price is 2K.
2K
2K local price. You give me Mzungu price.
No, Mzungu price is 5.
Oh, wow.
You are Mzungu.
Wow, man. You say they'll rip you off if you're a Mzungu here.
So you're live now? You're live or you're just recording?
Yeah, just make my vlog. This is from my vlog from Entebbe. You know, Entebbe is a very interesting history.
Yeah.
You know that you heard of Entebbe operation
No.
with Israel? I'm from Israel.
Oh,
You know about this Entebbe operation?
I don't know.
1976.
I wasn't around.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they took hostages, Israeli hostages, and Idi Amin invited them to come to the airport in Entebbe. They land the flight, and then the Israeli commandos came.
Maybe by then it was the capital city of Uganda.
Yeah, then it was the capital city, huh?
Yeah,
This was the Idi Amin time, Entebbe.
Yeah.
It's famous, like everyone know about Entebbe because of this. Operation Entebbe. You do Google, you will learn about it.
Even the airport.
Yeah.
Even
The old airport. They had the old airport, right?
Yeah. And it's the international airport.
Now they built a new airport.
I know it's the one they are just reforming.
Yeah, but there is the old airport that you can see, and then there's the new one that they built, which is where all the flights are coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're all in one place.
Yeah. I think this is not like the touristic area of Entebbe. This is like where the locals are. You know, there's a lot of Musungo in Entebbe.
Yeah, they are a lot.
Go to Victoria Mall, they come to see the Shubil, they come to the safari, they come to do the lake.
Have you ever been to the Shubil?
I haven't seen. They told me he's expensive.
I know it's not expensive.
No.
You can go.
Okay.
It's like $100.
That's expensive, man.
No. According to you, it's not.
Yeah. You think every Musungo has so much money?
You have money.
No, I don't. I'm a backpacker. I'm a poor backpacker.
No, you
I'm a
look
vlogger.
money.
I'm a YouTuber. I make like nothing, man.
But you look money.
I look.
Yeah,
Only
you look money.
because of my skin color, I look money.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're staying here, Taba?
Huh?
You're staying here.
Yeah, yeah. Here it is. So here we are at Entebbe Airport. I'm going to board my flight soon, but before I found a coffee shop outside the new terminal where you can actually see in the background over there the watchtower of the old airport, the old terminal. That's where one of the big firefights of the rescue operation occurred. That's what I so badly wanted to visit, but wasn't able to receive the permission from the authorities here. And it was in that firefight that the commander, leader of the operation, Jonathan Netanyahu, was shot and killed. The only military casualty of this operation on the Israeli side. Almost all the hostages they got out. I think there were 2 who were killed and another who was not there, was in hospital, that the Ugandans actually later murdered. So it was a very successful operation with one major casualty who became a hero after his death, also because he led this famous raid, but also because letters that he wrote became public after his death that showed like a human, emotional, romantic side, also letters that he wrote to his girlfriend, alongside the sort of tough warrior. And that was kind of an image that the Israeli people liked, you know, this fighter alongside emotional philosopher. And yeah, for many years he overshadowed his younger brother Benjamin. Now 50 years later, the situation has been quite reversed. Yeah. Well, that's the end of our Entebbe story, and also the end of my journeys in Africa. After 3 months, I'm leaving the continent. It's been great. I hope to be back someday. Bye-bye.